Hey everyone, it's Jake of Jake's Metal Chat. Hope you're all well and welcome to another collection update. The two final parts of that long overdue collection update I was meant to do. So the first one, Risk from the Crypt, and then that massive CD collection update. For this one, I thought for this part I will show the cassettes, which now are five, and then the last one will be the vinyl, and then that's it for videos on this channel for this year until next year. So let's crack on with the first two here. A band from Finland, from Helsinki, Finland. They formed in 2019 and they released their first album that same year. This is Concrete Winds and this is Primitive Force from 2019 and then Nerve Butcherer from 2021. And my fucking intense death metal, grindcore, and there's a I've listened to a lot of heavy, intense bands with that really aggressive sound to their band. You know, the production on this is just pure, primitive, in your face, and I love it. Of course, I'll be talking about more bands later on here, not just in this collection update. Both of these I got from Black City Records, of course. I saw them and I was like, yeah, got to check this band out. I was meant to go see them in London for Killtown, but I couldn't make that in the end. Something came up, so I couldn't go in the end. But I will be seeing them here in Bristol next year. So here we go with the cassette. This is the black and red one. So it's got their logo in red and the album title in red, as well as get the J card here. Nice little flick right there. So you got the album artwork with the sons and the two lads that comprise the band, as well as the lyrics. Let's show that a little bit more, and then that a little bit more. And there we go. And then for the last one here, the second album, I don't have their third album, but I will be listening to that a little bit later on. This is black with yellow logo and album title. Of course, as you saw by the cover, a very lighter shade of yellow there, or mid yellow. You decide, like a goldy yellow, and of course the let's unravel this artwork and the lads from the band again, and I believe this is all of the lyrics laid out. Not sure which way to show it up, but that's really cool. And yeah, pretty funky looking, but still really cool. Um, yeah, I saw the name pop up for Hilltown that I never went to in the end, and I thought let's check them out. And yeah, really impressed. Both productions on this album are raw, heavy, and very much. It's like it's just one song after the other, like which you want to hear from death metal and grindcore. Definitely, like one song after the other. Heavy stuff right here. So once again, Concrete Winds and Primitive Force and Nerve Butcherer. So make sure you pick up this one here, pick up their debut and then the second album. So once again, Concrete Winds and say one more time, Primitive Force, Nerve Butcherer. Next one, band from London called Decrepid, formed in 2005, split up in 2006, and then reformed in 2008. Released this year, their latest EP from Cult Never Die Records, Lust for Death. And you see there, of course, Cult Never Dies records right there. And they always release some really, really awesome stuff. And you can probably see by the cassette, plain white. So you had to pretty much guess which one's side A, which one's side B. So if it was like this, it'll probably that'd be side A, and then that'd be side B once it gets to there. But yeah, I just thought a plain white cassette. And let's have a look at the J card. So you will be able to see right here. Like song titles, artwork, the band themselves, the Cult Never Dies logo, and lyrics. And with this cassette, there's only 4 songs, so it's the same songs on each side. And I heard this at Black City Records, which is where I got this from. Half of these are from Black City Records, well, except for the next one I'm going to show you. And yeah, I had to listen to it, and I was like, yeah, love it. Got to see these guys with Syntonex back in June of this year at the New Cross Inn. And if you've not heard them, go check them out. Really cool. Yeah, very old school sounding death metal, in my opinion. I love it. It's got a very old school sound, but in the modern era. Decrepid and Lust for Death. Go check it out. All right, 2 more, and then on to the big amount of vinyl that I will be talking about in the next part. This is a band that I saw 2 days ago because I went to the Griffin for a black metal gig and went to a place called Avebury for the winter solstice, and I thought to continue that, let's watch some black metal. And this was one of the bands on support. This is Saarkoth, and they are from Lichfield. Formed in 2016. This is their 2020 album. They haven't got anything else out yet, but I think when I spoke to one of them, they're working on new stuff. But here is their album from 4 years ago, Cult of Nature. And love me some good atmospheric black metal. This is excellent black metal. I love me some excellent black metal and a nice grey tape. Really cool. So the bit of the artwork there. Yeah, I was impressed with their live set, and I'm really impressed with their album as well. And it's just a simple little J card. So album artwork there, and 2 of the guys there. So I think when I last looked them up, they were a 2-piece, but when I saw them live, they were a 5-piece. But I think 2 of them started the band from the very beginning. And man, I love my black metal. I love the more atmospheric black metal than just the full-on intense stuff like you would get with Dark Funeral, for example. I like the more atmospheric sounding black metal, and these guys ticked all those boxes. And I also got the album from the headlining band there. But this band here, really, really cool black metal. If you've not heard of Saarkoth, go check them out. And this is once again Saarkoth and Cult of Nature. Very atmospheric, very heavy, quite melodic in some areas, or actually throughout the entire album. And just an album you can lose yourself in. Now for the last one is because, of course, the last one I showed you was from the gig I went to, and the 3 before that from Black City Records. This is the last one in this video, and I will leave you here to show you vinyl in the same area. This is a band that I just saw their vinyl, and I thought, I'm going to get that. And then I saw the cassettes. I thought, let's get the cassettes. This is a Shrykull, And I'm going to take the little label off here because I've got to show you the artwork. And this is their latest release. This is Beyond Subconscious Remains. And look at that. How cool is that? Just try and yeah, really, really love this album. Just intense, intense. Like it's black metal, death metal, and grindcore. So three really extreme genres put on one album. Of course, it says a special edition tape limited to 50 copies comes with a digital download. And there's the digital download in here, and this is the little sleeve that was on it. It's released by Eggy Tapes, which is a mate of mine called Craig. He owns this label right here, and he's released quite a lot of stuff that is very fast, aggressive sounding bands. And you got to see the tape. Look at this. How cool is that? That's a really cool tape. It's got the album cover on the tape. It almost made me did want to play it at first because of how nice this tape is. But man, it's it's a nice looking tape. And let's have a look at the J card before we end this video. And when I felt the book, it was really soft. But I'll show you the inside. Look at that. It's got all the artwork there. Just love how it does that. A little bit of the artwork there. And the two comprise the band. And I do know the drummer actually, because I've hanged out with him a lot at various different gigs over the years. And they are actually playing in Bristol next year, which I can't wait to see. Trying to think if Eggy Tapes has a little distro somewhere. If they do, it'll be in the description below. And what do you get with this? All of them very different. Like with the first two, which was both by Concrete Winds, intense, raw, death metal, grindcore, very modern, a modern twist on old school death metal with Decrepid, very atmospheric black metal with Saarkoth, and with these guys, black metal, death metal, and grindcore smashed together, and you just get something that is just whoa. Because I've heard a lot of bands that mix those three together, and these guys mix them well, so mix them very well together. That's what I was trying to get out. So if you've not heard this band yet, I do highly recommend that you go and check them out. I thought I'm gonna buy this. It was a blind buy for either on vinyl or cassette because I saw the cover and thought I got to have a listen to this. What sort of stuff is it? And ticks all the boxes. Very, very cool indeed. Once again, this is Saarkoth with Beyond Subconscious Remains from this year. And of course, that was it now for my cassettes. That is it for the cassette portion of the update. Hope you found some new bands out there for those who are looking for some different bands within those genres that you love. Right, I'm going to leave you here with the cassettes, and then I'll see you again in the next part, which will be the final one of this collection update of the year. So, from me here, cheers. I'll see you on the final part. See you very soon.